Hello and welcome back. The first strategy I'm going to be talking about is the myth of multitasking. Multitasking, when I was training as an accountant, when I was doing all my marketing courses and stuff, multitasking was never frowned upon in the early days. But as the technology of brain science has developed, what has transpired is we are not very good multitaskers. Certainly, men are less good than women, is the myth. But generally, the human brain is not geared to multitasking. And think about it like this: if you ever driven a route that you normally drive to work, or maybe you're on a long motorway journey, have you ever tuned out and sort of started thinking about something else? Your eyes are on the road, but if you were asked, what junction did you just pass? Would you be clearly aware what number junction you passed and how far away, how long ago you passed it? Probably not, right? In the same way, I don't know if you've ever watched a film and then somebody talks to you. Can you follow the dialogue while somebody is talking to you? There may be outlandish examples of multitasking, but it demonstrates that the science is right. And with MRI studies of the brain, as people have interruptions and multitasking, what is clear is that it sounds good, right? Wouldn't it be great if we could do five things at once, all equally well? We would get five times as much done, right? But the science says that is not what happens. Now, you may be exceptional at it, and as a result, you may be better than most of that. That doesn't mean this isn't for you. All it means is you can take a level up if you take note of what I'm going to be covering on this first strategy. So let's take it as read that the human brain will find it impossible to focus in a conscious way. Of course, you can focus on your breathing and walking at the same time. Those are two things, but those are unconscious functions of the brain. I'm talking about conscious things where maybe you're writing an email, you're talking to your spouse, you're playing with the kids, you're doing some marketing, or you're designing a lead magnet, you're looking at your profit and loss account, or you're targeting your next quarter's results, or you're looking at how to improve your conversion rates. All of these things are very conscious efforts, and they require a single-minded focus for your brain. So you've got to focus on one time. And if you try to do multitasking, what really is happening is your brain is switching from one to the other very, very quickly. Now, what is also clear from the studies is that your brain, when it's in switching mode, it takes longer to get any one of those things done. So if you were writing an email and you were also looking at your phone and your email was binging and you got people interrupting you, that will take longer to do than if you had sole focus on getting that one task done. And so what multitasking does is it breaks the flow. I don't know if you can get a sense of that now, having given you a few examples. So my suggestion is you just work on one thing at a time. Focus on the one thing, put everything else away, complete the one thing, and get on with the next thing. Now, you could schedule these one things. So, for example, there may be times where you want to do emails. And so, for example, I may look at my emails once a day. And once a day, I will go in and I'll deal with all my emails in 30 minutes. And my team will have already segregated it for me and told me which bits I need to deal with, which bits I need to look at, and all the rest they will deal with. And so that 30 minutes, I open it knowing I'm going to be doing sort of bitty work, looking at one email, looking at another email, looking at another email in sequence. But I don't look at them. I look at them with the intention of doing them. That's the important thing. Just get it done, touch it once. Right. And so what the thing that I'd like you to look at here is we're going to talk about this a bit later in another strategy. Schedule your time into small chunk, maybe 10 minutes for there's some things, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 1 hour for other things, maybe 30 minutes for something else. So have a think about that. If we're working together, then we would work on it to find what works best for you. We would tweak it together just to make sure we find a routine over a day during weekdays, and then whatever weekends. If you want to sort of schedule your weekends and really give 100% to your family, or 100% to the kids, or 100% to DIY, whatever it is, the same principles can apply. All right, that's it for strategy 1, the myth of multitasking. Join me on strategy 2, where we're going to be talking about streamlining. And this is responsible for, I would say, a good 50% of my success over the years in making my business a joy to run, making it easy to grow, making it fun to work with, and giving amazing customer service. So if you want to join me on that, I'll be happy to take you through that. See you there.